welcome back to the Valley, the old farm, and I am on the road, which means I am recording on my laptop, which is not unusual for playing Farm Sim. The unusual thing is I am doing this as an almost live video, so hopefully you're not getting the rather loud fan noise from the laptop, which is whirring away in the background. But as you guys know, life is very busy at the moment, so I'm doing this as an almost live video to try and get the video done a little bit easier, shall we say. It looks like the case has got stuck with auto drive on the way to the field. So the plan for today is to try and harvest the potatoes, and the same did say I'm going to try and make my life easier. I'm actually going to try and use some base game kit to harvest the potatoes, so I'm not making my life easier. I don't remember the last time I tried to use base game kit to harvest potatoes. And I actually think I have completely the wrong kit here. So we might have to do a little bit of swapping around because I have vague recollections. In fact, what we're going to do, because life is too short and life is too busy at the moment, realism is key and all that. We're going to turn off crop destruction for today. If this offends you, then tough. So I have this recollection, rightly or wrongly, that even after you top your potatoes, you will destroy them if you drive on them. And therefore our tractor, I've got another recollection actually that we might have narrows for this thing. Let's have a little sneak peek, shall we? Nokian Vadestad Maitas Michelin Trelleborg. I believe we might have a set of twin narrows. I think they might be awesome potato harvesting wheels. We got these when we did the spraying, didn't we? So I'm just tabbing out of the game to check. So we can turn crop destruction back on. Because, you know, realism is key. Come on, game, hurry up and save. There we go. So, crop destruction on. Let's go. If you hadn't realised from my slight whatever it is this evening, I am rather tired. It's been an incredibly long day. So I've been in work today, which is not a surprise, I guess. I've been in the office today, which is a bit more. And it was in the unfortunate situation that I started the week tired. That was kind of to be expected because if you tuned into the Tater live stream, you will have heard me saying I did rather a lot of running this weekend. So in units that weirdly, when I run in miles rather than kilometers, which might surprise some of you with the whole how funny I am about Americans and their units, but I always do distance in miles because in the UK our roads work in miles, which is one of the weird things about how the UK is. So yeah, I run in miles, and I ran 24 miles on Saturday and then another 12 miles on Sunday. And on the Tater live stream I was talking about, I'd run 24 miles on Saturday. And I was quite tired on Saturday from doing that. And then the extra miles on Sunday meant I was quite tired on Sunday. And then I spent, I think, something like 3 hours doing gardening for Mrs. D. As you may or may not know, if you're regular, you know I loathe doing stuff in the garden. But I had to cut the grass. I hadn't been able to cut the grass for a few weeks because of issues with our garden waste collection and it being full. So it took me several passes with our rather old mower to get the grass cut. And I had to cut the hedge, and I had to do a bunch of other stuff, and I just was really tired. So I kind of ended the week quite tired. And then had to get up at 5 this morning to drive to work. For some reason, traffic driving to work this morning was pretty horrendous. So other cases over there, cool. This does have storage, I believe. So let's... I'm not sure how this is all going to work. Because we've got quite a narrow field. I'm wondering if we can just do up downs, but they need topping first anyway to be able to harvest them, don't they? So I think what we're going to have to do is maybe maybe do we want to... I'm wondering if I bring the little tractor up to top the field first, or do I go around the opposite way to what I was planning to do? Just bear with me. Did I mention I was a little bit tired today? So that feels kind of wrong to me to go around this way, because I would think that you would want to not drive on the crop before you dig them. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not keen on that as an idea. So I did want to get rid of the little jobby. There's a nice little tractor we could use. Ooh. Ooh. Double ooh. Except that we're replacing the little tractor with another pointless little tractor. That's it. Geez, the sales are being kind to us. So we've got the Ziki, which can't have a front 3-point, so not interested in that. We've got the little New Holland, little 70 horsepower New Holland, which doesn't look like it can have a front 3-point. I want something that can have a front 3-point. The Lintrack. I love this little tractor. We are going to get one of these. We are going to get one of these. So, do we want to... Yeah, we're going to sell the Mountie. It's the Mountie. Oh, WWF fans, because it's from the old school days. That's gone into the sales. I should not make videos when I'm this tired. We're going to get them to deliver this to the field for us. There we go. Yeah, do we want a front loader attacher on it? Do we need a front loader attacher on it? Would it be useful to have a front loader attacher on it? It might be. We'll go Quickie because we generally stick with Quickie as the brand that we'd like. Do we get a different color? In orange? I'm not first to the orange. Orange and grey. I quite like that. Quite like that. If we're going to run the topper on the front, we don't need to worry about the wheels. I am thinking that we can't get knock-ins anyway. So, yeah, damn it. We're just going to pull the trigger and buy ourselves a new tractor. Just like that. I'm just in that kind of mood, you know. I bet you didn't expect that to start the video off. No, neither did I. But you know what? That's just kind of the crazy guy I am. Why do I like this tractor? Four-wheel steering. And yes, it can have a front loader on it. So this is kind of one of my, favorite combinations of tractor. You've got the maneuverability of four-wheel steering. You've got the ability to put a front loader on it. And I don't know why. And it's not that I dislike telehandlers particularly, but I just prefer a front. No. We are making the silly mistake that I literally just spoke about. So, I think we will have, I get my butt out of the way. I think we might have done exactly what I just spoke about, yeah, and destroyed some crop. So I'm going to take this guy to the store, put some narrows on it, and I'll be back. Okay, we made it up to the store. Let's have a quick look. I can't believe I spent so long talking about that and then instantly made that mistake. So, okay, we can't get narrow Michelins. So, narrow Trelleborgs. Customize. Yes. Okay, I figured while we're up here, let's reset the store point before we do that. I figured we would grab a weight to put on the back as well. Yeah, 1,000 kilos probably good enough, isn't it? JCB. Is it JCB yellow? It's probably not going to match, is it? I'm going to go for it. If it doesn't match, we'll respray it at some point. It's definitely not going to be JCB yellow because that's orange. Oh, well. Oh, well. Worst things happen at sea. I can't believe I'm so far into this video and we've yet to do anything. So I'll see you back at the field. Let's try again, shall we? And now hope. No, you want to lower that one, not the weight. And now, hopefully, as we mulch part of the field and check the map, yes, it shows that it is ready to be harvested. So I was correct when I was worried about the fact that if we did this, we would be destroying the crop that we would be looking to harvest. So, yay me. I'm really hoping that that case tractor is not parked in the field, because otherwise we might have a slight issue there. But yeah, so as I said, I don't remember the last time I used this kit, and it broke into a little bit of therapy there. So Therapy, the band. You may not have heard of those, depending on how old you are. And yes, thank you, Auto Drive. So we are going to cheat this guy out of the field because it will destroy crop. Yeah. Irish rock metal band. I'm awful with music genres unless it's a really standard genre. Yeah, from the 90s, I guess. I've been listening to a bit of again lately. And yeah, almost had to worry about a copyright strike. Thankfully, I didn't burst into song. Because that would have been bad, you know. That would have been bad. So for me, it's Monday evening, and someone's left a bloody great tractor and potato harvester in the lot. It's Monday evening. I was in the office today. It was, as I said a little while ago, it was quite a long day. It was quite a tiring day. It was quite a people-y day, which for me makes it doubly tiring, if that makes sense to any of you. We seem to be topping more width than it's asking for, but that's okay. Yeah, it was quite a people-y day, which was really quite mentally tiring for me. I'm back in the office tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I'm at meetings all day with our customers. So you will have lost game sound for them for a little bit then. And I've got a few days off and a weekend, which is going to be really nice. It's really, really needed. Yeah, but I've got to get there first, and getting there involves a fair bit of travelling and being away. So, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. But one of the things that has stopped lately with all the tiredness has been anything other than Terra live streaming, pretty much. That's because I'm really tired, and streaming, I find streaming quite tiring. I enjoy streaming, but it's more tiring than making a video because I don't have the ability to just pause and that kind of thing. So and doing it off of the laptop is not so much fun. The laptop really struggles. So I have, it's actually sat next to me. It's almost ready. I've put together a little mini ITX PC from a combination of bits that were left over from the PC that I built when my laptop died, and I needed something to help with video editing. That and then I brought stuff off of eBay and Amazon, as is the way often with me. It started out, it was going to be something that I was going to build off of, out of really cheap bits off of AliExpress and eBay, and slowly that spec changed. But I've got something now that I hope is going to make streaming much easier. So it's small enough. So I say it sat with me in the hotel. It's small enough that it fits in my laptop bag with my normal gaming laptop. So I can carry both. It makes the bag freaking heavy. I wouldn't actually put it on it's a backpack that I brought to carry the two laptops that I normally carry. I wouldn't put it on my back as a backpack at that point. Because I would be worried about some of the straps breaking, but it all fits in there. Where am I going? Yeah, so it's that small. It's quite dense. There's quite a lot of mass in there. It means I can easily, when I'm at home, I can easily have it sat downstairs next to me, and then put it away when I finished, because having a computer downstairs is not great with all of the dog hair. So, and you could say, well, I could bring my main desktop down, but that thing's huge for a start. I really don't fancy unplugging all the connections it has into it. It has quite a lot of connections going into it because it's got multiple monitors, and it's plugged into a keyboard, mouse, switch, and all sorts of stuff. So, and so I've got the portable monitor that I've been using to stream. I'm going to have that. I need to get another small one because you need two monitors, and I've got some plywood that I'm going to turn into like a little table to put across my legs, and we'll be good. And so the reason that I've done that is, I say, the laptop really struggles to, even being a high-spec laptop, it struggles with streaming. It's really loud. It's really hot. The new computer's got a 3070 graphics card in it, so it's should handle streaming just fine. It should also deal with, whatever FS whatever we get next. It should be fine for that as well. So yeah, I did that. I'm disturbed I have a problem with buying tech, because you guys watch my videos and do YouTube memberships and Patreon. That's me, buy tech. There are worse things that you can do with money. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. Yeah. So yeah, it's I kind of compiled the parts over the last couple of weeks. I built it over the weekend. It took me longer than I expected because I was quite tired. Got it built on Saturday. I built it on. It's unusually for me when I build PCs. I did what you should do when you're building a PC, and I built it. I assembled it all outside of the case on Friday and got it working, and it worked just fine. On Saturday, I put it all in the case and it wouldn't boot up, and I kind of panicked because I'd never built a PC that small before, and it has extra bits, and I was worried that I'd assembled some bits wrong. Just one of the sticks of RAM had come loose in the assembly process. Eventually got it all working. Sunday I spent a bit of time installing things like Farm Sim and Steam and all that kind of stuff. And this evening, the first thing I did this evening after work was I recorded a Timberborn video, because that was fun. And then edited that, and while that was rendering on my laptop, I've been finishing setting up the other computer. And installing drivers and all that stuff, and it's pretty much ready to go. I think I almost considered recording this video on it, but I want to do a little bit more testing. I've still got to transfer all of my Farm Sim saves across onto it, but yeah, so it's almost ready. It's kind of cool. I have this thing that with I'm tabbed out of the game, and I can see I'm going to crash. Yep. So you're going to have lost game sound for a bit. You will keep losing game sound in this video, because so when I'm away, I do travel with the portable monitor that I use for streaming, but it's currently plugged into that other computer because I've been having it installing software, and I was tabbing out to check that the OBS was still recording, and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say now, so it was kind of irrelevant. Yeah. Oh well. I'm going to finish popping these potatoes, and I'll come back when we're going to be doing some harvesting, I think. Last run, and then we'll have a crack at the potatoes. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I will finish recording this video tonight or not. I might finish it tomorrow, which is fine because we're running a reduced schedule this week. That may continue into next week with me having a long weekend. We'll see. Kind of not putting pressure on myself to produce videos at the moment. Apart from the stupid amounts of running I mentioned at the start of the video, I am trying to be a bit better around focusing on rest. He says as he ponders staying up later than he should to make a video pretending to be a farmer. Not super late. Probably not even what any of you would consider late, because I'm generally someone who goes to bed quite early, but The other benefit is being away. I actually don't have to get up particularly early tomorrow to get into work for when I like to be in the office. So that is a pretty cool bonus. Yeah. Now, is VCA going to be kind to us? It appears it is. So let's lower down. Let's turn on. And let's harvest us some taters for the pigs. So there will be a bit of patchiness at the start because I destroyed some of them, but here we go, getting our first taters in. So I am not running at 0 degrees, which is what I wanted to be running at. So I'm just going to back up and reset myself. So feels like we need another bite at that, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Let's try again. Try again. Try not to hit the tree. It is a rental. We don't want to do too much damage. Alright. Off we go again. Helps if you turn it on, I suspect. So, it kind of, yeah, we'll go with that. See how VCA does with harvesting the potatoes. I have no idea how much we're going to get off of this field. I'm going to guess if I was impatient, I could go and look and see that we're going to get 67,000 litres, which is pretty nice. How does that autosave? How does that link in with our production? Pretty nicely, actually. Yeah. If we get a similar amount of sugar beets, we'll be pretty good. So I'm not sure how we are for, I didn't actually look, could look, because, you know, we have that capability. To 100 horsepowers, I think we might be a bit light on power for this. I know we've got 90, we're not really light on power, so yeah. There we go. Let's lift up. And we're going to go across to the side of the field. And do it this way. And that's why I picked these kind of narrower fields. So we'll eyeball the first one. Freaking case tractor. Whoever left that in the way really needs to have a word with themselves. They really do. I am never going to get this field finished this evening. Not a chance in anywhere. Not a chance. Because I've just looked at the time. But that's okay. That is okay. Hey, if we don't get the field finished in this video, it doesn't matter. I can always finish it between videos, or we can finish it in the next one. Yep. I just wanted to do something different to what I always do, which is using the KS6B. I was very tempted to just throw that in because I knew that I could really quickly get through harvesting this. But I figured, you know, if I'm bored of the fact that I always use it, maybe you're bored of watching me always use it. So, yeah, we're not using it. And, you know, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. We could do with a bit more grunt. We do have the option of switching over to the case. She does not like that hill, does she? Let's throw on a bit of four-wheel drive. Had a bit of a neighbour hotel room interrupt, so cracked on while I waited for them to clear out the corridor, and we're pretty much full. So we'll need to do an empty, and actually chucking that on does seem to have helped, which is good. Let's just adjust the cruise control, keep our speed low, and so that we keep on the diff locks and the four-wheel drive. Come on, turn. There we go. Lovely job. And pipe out. Can we pipe out while we harvest? Looks like we can. Yep. And then we'll stop just in front of the case. Back about there. And then he can actually do something useful. And that's a bit snug. Hopefully that's going to work. There we go. Lovely job. First load of spuds going in. Look at that setup, eh? Look at that. Well, AutoDrive is going to attempt to deliver to the pig food production again, and that's going to be it for me for tonight. I will continue this video tomorrow. For you, that will be no difference, but I've had enough for today. I've just been dealing with the fun of YouTube and music and copyright stuff on a Timberborn video, so looks like this is going to not quite or so close. So we need to actually, if I delete that one and go forwards to there and make that pig food upload, that should do it. Yeah, so I uploaded a Timberborn video this evening with some music that I downloaded from Epidemic Sounds, who I pay for a subscription for every month, a subscription that the cost increases every so often for, and I pay for that subscription so I don't have to worry about things like copyright claims. And YouTube's just finished processing the video, and I got a nice little notification to say that there was an issue with monetization because of copyright on one of the songs in the video. And it's like, no, there is not. So yeah, I've had to put in a dispute through YouTube. I've had to contact Epidemic Sounds to say, excuse me. And yeah, that's kind of done me for today. So turn that off. Yeah. So for I don't really use, so the only music I really use in the farm sim videos is the little intro clip that you guys hear every video. That also comes through Epidemic Sounds. Yeah, but it frustrates me so much that I pay for that service so that I don't have to worry about copyright and that kind of thing. And every so often things get pinged, and it's like, no, I want to release that video in 7 hours. Do you think this will be resolved in 7 hours? No, it will not. Now the video can go live, and the now that I've disputed it, the money will just sit in Google's accounts until it's resolved. And it's not a lot of money, it's pounds. I make, Timberborn videos do really well for me, and that means I make like between £2 and £4 a video, so it's not huge. and it's probably only the money from part of the video, but it's just frustrating, you know. It's like I pay for a service so that I don't have to deal with that, and I still have to deal with it. So yeah, and I'm tired, so I'm a bit annoyed. But anywho, I will be back with you guys in, as I often say, for you, we're what? A reasonable way through the field. Anyway, I will be back with you guys in mere moments, but for me, it will be tomorrow evening. I will be in a different city, and probably still really tired because I'll have done another chunk of driving and a day at work. Anyway, catch you later. So it's the next day. I am in a new city and a new hotel. I am significantly less tired. I suspect not all of the rambling that I rambled my way through yesterday has made it into the video. I think there's definitely some stuff that I'm going to have cut out, and I am going to attempt to get AutoDrive to do the karting for us. So hold on, folks. Let's see if it wants to behave, shall we? I'm sure I had cruise control set at 9 miles an hour last night, but hey, let's see how we do. Hello, missed case. I always said missed. Oh, geez. We're starting off strong, AutoDrive. I almost said missed quad track. It's very definitely not a quad track. I think we're a long way from needing a quad track on here, but it would be really, where the heck is that going? It would be really, really nice if the case would feel like doing a bit of unloading for us. I think it might struggle with how wide the McCormick is with the dual narrows on, and with where the unload point is. But we'll try. We'll try, because it would be kind of cool if this would work. I'm actually going to stop and see if it can do it. That would really help out if it does. Come on. Come on. Come on, AutoDrive. You know you want to. You know you want to. Why are you going backwards? Oh. Why did I even think this was a good idea? Yeah, I've got in my hotel room. I'm full of enthusiasm, and this is what happens. This is what happens, you know. Let's slow right down, but keep going forward. No, we're gonna have to stop. Come on, AutoDrive. Come on. You can do it. There is the possibility that this will all line up, and things will work. There is the vague Yay! Look at that. Well done, AutoDrive. I feel like I'm congratulating a small child. So we saw last night for me, a few moments ago for you, that AutoDrive was capable of unloading almost into the pig food. And with the adjusted unload point, it's more possible that it's capable of unloading into the pig food production. So with a following wind, the sacrifice of a chicken, prayers to all of the deities, there is the chance that we'll get this to work. So I'm going to continue, because otherwise this video is going to be redonkulously long. I'll come back when we're close to wanting to unload again. Who knows what AutoDrive is going to do in the meantime. Yeah, I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I've just hit the button to call the case. I keep wanting to say quad. It's a sign, isn't it? It's a sign that we need a quad track. And here it comes, racing in, full of enthusiasm, and it's just stopped. And we're now going to confuse it because I'm going to turn around. So we'll see how it copes with that little detail. If only it was a little bit sprightlier, huh? Maybe if it had an internal combustion engine instead of relying on electricity, hey? Yeah, it's got 14% to try and catch up and work out how to sort its life out. So I'm going to slow right down to see if it can sort its life out and get to us before we get forward. Look at that lovely texture on this giant bit of machinery. As the potatoes just vanish into the air there. Well done, Giants. Come on, auto drive. You can do it. Let's drop that down. I guess it looks better when you do that. Maybe you're supposed to be stopped when you unload a potato harvester. Maybe that's a thing. We are going to end up stopped to unload our potato harvester. Because auto drive has taken a moment. But that's okay. So there we go. Let's stop. Let's put the cruise control back up to the speed I want it to be at. This should fill the trailer. Should more than fill the trailer. So we'll let the trailer fill. It'll go off and try and tip into the pig food production. We will keep harvesting and we'll check in with it when it gets to the pig food production. So yeah, seems to have put its hazards on for some reason. I don't know why. We should have had it. Maybe I should put my beacons on when we wanted to unload. But yeah, go on, off your trot, fella. Off your trot. We'll keep going. Should have got a bigger trailer, but a bigger trailer of potatoes would be very heavy. So there is that. Yeah. So it's now Tuesday. This has been a 2-day effort to record this video, which means I'm going to be trying to turn this around rather rapidly because I want this to be a video for tomorrow now. This is probably going to be the first video that I end up editing on the PC that I mentioned because I think it is pretty much ready to go. So we're going to have a go at doing that after this. Which could be fun or could be really stressful. So we'll see how that goes. The hotel I'm in now has a much smaller desk. So setting both computers up is going to be a struggle. But we will persevere. Yeah. So that was doing that was a stopgap basically for me having to upgrade my laptop, which I don't want to do yet because that's going to cost me rather a lot of money. And I'm kind of hoping that this laptop might be sufficient for recording with FS20 whatever, if we get FS20 whatever. So yeah, it would be nice if it was. I tend to upgrade my laptops far more frequently than the average person because of making content. Because I do kind of need to be able to, I don't need to, I prefer to be able to produce videos at good quality. And actually, there's something that I was thinking about as I was driving today. Something that I would like to see in the next version of the game, and actually it's not so obvious on this map, is I would love to see them change how they do graphics so we don't get the ring of death so obviously. Yeah, it's not so obvious on here, but it would be really nice with this way the terrain rolls on here. It'd be really nice if we didn't have the ring of death. That would be good. Yeah, I'll check back in with you guys. So the segments are a bit shorter now as we get closer to the end of the video. We really need more horsepower to pull this thing. We really do. We really do. I should have swapped these tractors over really, but that would mean swapping the tires over at this point, and I don't fancy doing that. So we are getting well through this field now, and you can see that with the with what's on the map. BCA has been brilliant actually. BCA has done a cracking job. And generally, it does work really well with offset kit. It did struggle on the Terra Life stream with the 2 mowers that I was running. So we had the offset pull behind mower and then a front mower. It did struggle with that a little bit. But with this bit of kit, it's been brilliant. So yeah, let's jump over to the wannabe quad track, or I want to have a quad track or something like that, and see how we do, shall we? So this is going to be 40,000 litres of potatoes dropped in. We just need the sugar beets to be able to start producing our pig food. So as I said, with adding Maize Plus in, I'm going to set it so that the pig food that this produces is going to be complete pig food. There we go. Awesome. So that has worked. Let's just check it can get back out of the farm, and I will be super happy that this is set up for the future. Go on, off you trot. Off you trot. This feels like a real victory for Auto Drive recently, having all of the struggles I've had with Auto Drive. This feels like a real victory. Let's watch as it now just crashes into something. No, awesome. Right. I think at this point I am going to probably really quickly end up waiting for the tractor to get back to empty me again. But get this harvest finished up, and we'll see what we end up with. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay. This video feels like it's been very random and jumpy around and stuff, but hey, you know, no, I'm not going to break into song. Don't worry. Fret ye not. We have 1 row left to go, so I thought we'd just finish that off together, you know. I'm really pleased with how harvesting potatoes with this base game piece of kit has gone. It has gone infinitely better than I expected. I feel like that's in a large part due to how well VCA has worked. VCA has been the star of this video in my mind. Auto Drive has done okay. I'm going to give Auto Driver, you've done okay. Please don't crash into me as I give you some credit for doing okay. There we go. Look at, well done, Auto Drive. Good job, old boy. We're not going to get all of these potatoes in a single pass, so I probably am going to end up carting for us, because that'll be easier. Yeah, I think in the next video, when we come back, we will actually add in Maize Plus. I had said that I might wait until the sugar beets are ready to harvest, because that will be a bit easier in terms of processing the pig food. But I will do the work off camera to convert the production over to work with it'll be chopped maize, so unfermented maize silage, rather than chaff. And I'll convert the stuff that's in the production to be that as well. Because I am kind of keen to get going with Maize Plus on here. We'll probably add in... I think we're going to add in an enhanced animal system as well. That does add a complication with the pigs. Because if you've been watching my Maize Plus Pig Farmer series, you will know that that makes pigs really, really tricky unless we also go the route I'm talking about on there of adding in the butcher mod. Now, that will mean that if we start selling all of the other animals through butchery, that's good. Or because we're doing that with the Maize Plus Pig Farmer, we keep things simple on here and we just add Maize Plus and not Enhanced Animal System. I'm kind of thinking that might be the route to go. Because we've got so many animals on here, that might start to make things horrendously complex. And as much as I love that complexity, I don't want this to become so complex that it becomes unmanageable. And I also don't want it to become that it's the same as the Maze Plus Pig Farmer series. So I think actually we're just going to add Maze Plus and not add in Enhanced Animal System. I think that's a sensible option for this. That will mean that things do not become exactly the same as it, because otherwise pigs will completely dominate this. We will spend our whole time just pig worrying, and that's just wrong. You know, it's just wrong. You don't want to spend your life pig worrying. It'll get you in a lot of trouble. So yeah, we'll just add Maze Plus, and we'll keep it a more general series, I think. Oh, a little bit aggressive on the old turn there. So let's tip in the potatoes, and then we'll go get the other 5,000 odd litres out of the potato harvester. We can return all of the potato harvesting equipment. And then, yeah, I think between videos I'll drop Maze Plus in. I'll get that production set up to work properly with Maze Plus. I think we'll be looking at doing a bit of field work to sort out the fields that we've got harvested, work out what we're going to be planting, whilst we wait for the sugar beets to be ready. We might need to buy some more pig food from the farm supply pack while we wait as well, because the pigs are suddenly going to start eating a heck of a lot more food. But that's okay, because they'll also start producing a heck of a lot more output, shall we say. Everything will start producing, well, the pigs and the cows will start producing a lot more output. We will need to look at the sheep that we have. I have come to the wrong field. That is our maize field, not our potato field. I do this a lot. I did this on the Terra live streams. I kept driving past the entrance to the farm and then happened to reverse with a trailer full of, or the loading wagon full of grass. It was a tad embarrassing. Getting lost all the time. If only there was some sort of navigation system. Oh. And there's some pretty serious curbs on some bits of this map. Right. Let's go get the last of these potatoes and unload. Yeah, I'm going to need to probably get either an auto drive route set up for grabbing water from the river, or a hefty trailer for doing that. I might set up an auto drive route for doing it. Because pigs are going to start drinking a lot more as well. Now, you don't want to be buying their water. So, yeah, we've got 2 fields now that need ploughing. So while we wait for at least 2 fields, let's have a quick check of the map. Come on, autosave. Come on. So yeah, we're 37, 18. We've got some liming to do as well. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of field work to get done. So, how much digestate have we got? Because we probably could do with spreading some of that as well. We've got a lot of digestate, so we could probably do with getting some digestate moved. I'm a little bit tempted. A little bit tempted to do a bit of pumping and hosing on here. Or if we don't do pumping and hosing, at least get like a slurry. Oh, I can't think of the right word. I'll show you when I get back to the when we get back to the pig farm. And what I really like is I've seen them being used in the UK in real life. So I can't think of the word. It's been another quite long day, so the old brain box is a little bit tired. But we are nearly done with this video. So it's a little bit frustrating. I didn't have the mental fortitude to finish up last night, but I was done in those last few clips that I recorded. Some of them may not have made it into the final edit. If they didn't, you didn't miss anything. It's just kind of me getting a bit random. It's one of the drawbacks of me doing commentary live. Sometimes things get a little bit random and I decide not to have the utter level of randomness. But, you know, of course you won't know. I may not have cut any of it out. That's the thing. I'll only know when I'm editing. So, yeah, let's jump in here. So this is, I don't even know if I've got pumps and hoses installed. But actually the thing that I'm thinking is not pumps and hoses, it's these. The slurry containers. They have a better name. But what I'm thinking is if we have one of these, and then have a slurry tender to run the digestate, because getting from the BGA at our farm up to some of our further fields is going to be a bit of a slog. So having one of the containers parked up here would be kind of useful. Yeah. How are the pigs doing for manure and slurry? Don't fall in the slurry pit. 5,000 litres of slurry, 3,000 litres of manure. It's probably not worth moving that yet, but soon. And we've got a decent amount of food still, and a month until they produce piglets. So yeah, I think we're done for today. Let's just check our pig food production. So yeah, 67,000 litres. So we're on for a nice amount of pig food. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You are awesome. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions below. And I will see you all next time.